I want to congratulate Mary Jane Trapp on receiving the Bar Medal, the Ohio State Bar Association's highest honor. Your distinguished career as a judge and public servant definitely warrants this award.
Pun intended, she sets the bar.
She's always been very active in Bar Association work.
She has the respect of the lawyers. She has the respect of her colleagues in the judiciary.
I think she's one of the brightest minds of anyone I've ever met.
I think it's wonderful when you see an attorney, a female attorney, who works hard to help young women coming into the legal field. And I've seen Mary Jane do it over and over again.
Mary Jane has what I think is a passion for the legal profession. And I think that's one of the reasons that she was such a good president.
I was fortunate to have Mary Jane Trapp as the president-elect during my year as president.
Following the election in 2000 for the Ohio Supreme Court, which was a terrible campaign.
During our year, certain political forces in the country decided to make a frontal assault on the integrity of the court system.
The Ohio State Bar Association recognized that something had to be done. During Mary Jane's year, that was developed. The following year, then, as I was president, we rolled it out for the election, and that was the Judicial Campaign Advertising Committee and the Clean Campaigning Pledge.
Mary Jane was wise counsel throughout this difficult period.
She is big about, women in law achieving their goals, and really takes the time to nurture that relationship both professionally and personally.
In the legal profession especially, you need advice and direction and guidance from other attorneys. And to have someone as open and receptive as Mary Jane is an asset to any woman who comes across her path.
She led an Ohio bench bar conference. It focused on juvenile justice, and the keynote speaker was Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who then became a friend of Mary Jane's. And she told Mary Jane, pull up women, give them the opportunities, bring them to the table as I have you. And that was significant to Mary Jane, and she carried that forward for the next 20 years.
I can see the heartfelt smile and warmth and just praise when, those that she's mentored have passed the bar, got a new job, just are succeeding.
A dear friend of mine was going through a very difficult personal situation, and Mary Jane's representation of her was not only in connection with the legal proceeding, but also was able to rebuild her relationship and her view of herself. It was much more than representing a client for Mary Jane. It was representing a person, representing the whole person. I'll never forget that.
I'm probably in this position as a judge because she encouraged me, and I had, like I said, a great mentor in her, and friendship and family relationship as well.
Mary Jane is an excellent roller skater. Now this comes from the fact that her family owned a roller skating rink, Skateland. It was right next to the swimming pool that they owned, Westview Swim Club. So I went to Skateland, I went to Westview Swim Club. I'm a little bit older than Mary Jane, but I'm sure that we ran into each other at both Skateland and at Westview at some time in the 1960s. We just didn't know that then later we would be colleagues at the Ohio State Bar Association.
It was always a pleasure working with Judge Trapp on the campaign trail. Her devotion to the people and the law was evident. And as for the personal and human qualities one hopes to find in a judge, Judge Trapp has them in abundance. Your Honor, congratulations on receiving the Bar Medal.
She's the kind of lawyer and judge that we would all like to be.
Congratulations on being awarded the Ohio Bar Medal. Well deserving.
I hope that you'll take this opportunity to enjoy the moment. Well done.
If anyone deserves this award, you do. You do a great job. We love having you with us at the court. I know I always have somebody I can talk to when I have a legal issue that I want to kick around. And it's a pleasure working with you, and it's wonderful that you're being honored this way.
Thank you for all you do and will continue to do. I love you.
Thank you to President Teodosio and the Ohio State Bar Association for honoring me with the Ohio Bar Medal. And thank you to my staff, my colleagues, and my dear friends joining us virtually. And especially to those who are no longer with us, my parents and my late husband and law partner, all of whom gave me sage advice and unquestioned support in all of my endeavors. 40 years ago this week, I took my first oath of office as a new Ohio attorney. 20 years later, I took the oath as president of this association and later went on to take the oath as an appellate judge. Each time I took the oath, I felt an immense sense of grace or unmerited divine favor. And I was taught that with grace comes responsibility. Responsibility to use the gift of my education and my experience as a lawyer and judge to keep the courthouse doors open for everyone, and to advocate for the attorneys and judges who administer justice every day without fear or favor. To paraphrase one of my favorite writers, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, to be a lawyer is precisely to be responsible. It is to feel shame at the sight of what seems to be unmerited misery. It is to take pride in a victory won by one's comrades. It is to feel when setting one stone that one is contributing to the building of the world. I can only hope that I have been able to bring along other women who will continue to build upon the foundation laid for me by my predecessors. Finally, to the law school dean at an institution I chose not to attend, and to the character and fitness committee member who both asked me the same question during interviews, which was, you have no lawyers in your family, so why should we give you a spot that a man could take to support his family? To them, I say, this is why. Never underestimate the power of a woman on a mission. Thank you for this honor.